So you're telling me there's a chance?
Are you going to me?
I would certainly like to.
Hold it! Billy, I need your help, man. All right. Axel!
The following is a world-class Bullshitters exclusive.
Welcome to World Class Bullshitters, the epitome of pop culture. I'm your host, Jeff Hicks, and with me tonight is American Ramrod coach, Kendo Slice.
Baby. Oh, wait a second. No, that's the other guy. Yeah, let's just hope America goes out and beats the Turks. It's not exactly a completely, important game. We've already won the group, but it'd be nice to go 3-0 and, show those Ottomans who's boss.
Yeah, man. I hate
Again.
the soccer field. Now, I'm Kendo. I'm not Kendo. You're Kendo. But I was going to say to you, when we were discussing the World Cup at the very beginning, I was the only one on the show that said America's going to win. And now they're what? You said they're up 2. So I hope they win again tonight at, 10 p.m.?
Yeah, 10 p.m. So it's my mom already asked me about it. It is a semi-meaningless game because the United States has never won all 3 of their group games. So that would be a new thing for them if they do that. But they've already won the group, so they can't improve or not. Like their position cannot be improved or disproved. Whatever the opposite of improved is, where you go backwards. It escapes me at this point. Yes, it can't be improved or regress. They will finish first in their group, regardless of what happens tonight against the Ottomans. And so we're good either way. Next game's next Wednesday against, as of right now, it looks like Bosnia, maybe. So, sure. But
It's like the 90s greatest.
there is a chance that the draw could put them in the position that they advance over Bosnia and a certain team advances over who they'll be playing, that the round of 16 clash would be the United States versus Iran, which that could be explosive.
Well, something would have to happen.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm not saying I'm pulling for that. I totally want that to happen. Although they would be extra motivated to beat us. So that game could get out of hand really fast. And even if we were to win, it could be Pyrrhic because we could get a couple of guys crippled. So we don't need that. We definitely don't need that to happen. So may the best team win, or the Germans. I did have somebody ask me the other day. I sent one of my friends a meme because they had sent me something and I responded with whatever meme I had in the hopper, which was something World Cup. He's like, "Who's your team in the World Cup?" I'm like, "The United States." Is that a serious question? Is that these? Us. America.
Dude, you know how I feel. America, fuck yeah, we got the button. I live that every day, folks. That's my alarm clock. So, not really. Actually, it's Axel F, but that's a topic for another time. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Folks, hit that thumbs up button to let us know that you enjoy that we're doing this live right now. And shout out to people like Clone Geek, Shrubbles08, Redesigns, Jamie Jackson, and a whole lot more, including our Word of the Day contributor, Shrubbles08, with the Word of the Day. And it is Wee Man. All the way, Wee Man Horizon. Wait, Wee Man all the way. Wee Man Horizon, a fistful of Wee Man. Wee Man as Gandhi, and Freddie got Wee Man.
Attack of the 50-foot Wee Man is a totally different scenario.
It's pretty funny, though.
Boss Wee Man.
Stop or my Wee Man will shoot.
Yeah. That's a different movie, too.
Yeah.
Hot Tub Wee Man Machine. Teenage Mutant Ninja Wee Men.
The Wee Man of Wall Street.
Yeah. Sisterhood of the Traveling Wee Man.
Or Wee Man of the Traveling Pants.
Yeah. The Divine Wee Man of the Yaya Sisterhood. Or the Wee Man Sisterhood.
We are Wee Man.
Yeah, Wee Man of the universe.
Let's see. On Wee Man Pond.
12 angry Wee Mans.
Let's see. My Left Wee Man.
Death Becomes Wee Man.
Death to Wee Man.
There you go. Beverly Hills Wee Man.
There you go. Wee Man by the dozen.
The 3 Wee Mans.
Let's see. I'll do one more. Wee Man Not Included. That's my final one.
Wee Man at Work.
There you go. So, folks, you can send your Wee Man titles all night long. We'll be reading them in the chat with you. But thank you to Shrubbles Wait for sending in that word of the day. Wee Man as Gandhi would be an interesting casting choice. I'm trying to think of some other great roles that Wee Man could play. I'm thinking Captain Insano, maybe the shark from Jaws.
Shark from Sharknado.
And the shark from Sharknado. Hell, Wee Man could have been on Beverly Hills 90210. He could have been the any character, really. But, folks, we're going to talk about Jackass 5 towards the second half of the show when Dion gets here because, well, he'll be the only one to have seen this movie. However, I'm going to tell you a little spoiler. If you've seen the other 4 Jackass movies, you've seen about 50% of this film. So, sorry. But if you're going to go watch it this weekend, cool. If you don't want to, if you want to talk about it afterwards, listen to this in the future. But if you can't wait for about an hour and we'll talk about it. Also, too, you can't spoil a Jackass film. Just not possible. But you also really can't talk too much about a Jackass film. There's no writing whatsoever. So we'll have that later on. Yes, 2 of the 4 bullshitters are here on time. We're here for you, folks. Thank you for being here on time for us. Hulk Hogan and Suburban Wee Man. We got the League of Extraordinary Wee Man.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
I Wee Man. I like that one a lot. All right, we got some great ones.
Wee Man in Black.
Wee Man in Black. There we go. WIB. So, Kendo, we're also going to play a little game of bracket battle tonight where we're going to do the greatest movies to be adapted from a TV show. So, we'll have the best and the worst. So, we'll have stuff like Avatar: The Last Airbender, or The Fugitive, or Mission Impossible. So you guys can play along at home and help us to determine what is the greatest movie based on a television series. And if the Flintstones wins, I will be very surprised because I think that would be
disappointed.
Yeah.
Because when you said that, I was like, oh, the A-Team was a pretty good movie. So then, that would
be on the list.
The Flintstones beat the A-Team, and that was the only one that came to my mind, and that would disappoint me.
Well, the Flintstones, let's see, what is their first battle? Wow, the Flintstones might actually win its first round, so.
Oh, good.
And then the fight you just said might actually happen.
Yes!
So Flintstones versus A-Team, folks, tonight on Bracket Battle. And now, normally, this is the part of the show where we try to catch up with you guys or with each other, but I've streamed since Tuesday, and all of the guys and I were on last night, so we don't really have anything new to catch up on, do we, Kendo? Not a lot has changed, has it?
No, you went and saw Supergirl, and it was awful. I watched SpaceX launch a rocket because you could see it from Vegas. Not like the launch, once it got up really high, you could see the streak going across the sky, and it reminded me of that time that SpaceX did that, and I didn't know that was happening. I was driving home from work and I was messaging you guys going, something's weird happening because there's a missile flying through space. And I'm in an area where there's not very good internet. So could this be the end? I don't want to die out here in the middle of the reservation. But it wasn't. It was a SpaceX rocket. So that was all right. That happened. I didn't do shit today. It was a nice day.
Is that our new game on the show? Total Annihilation or SpaceX Rocket? We'll show you footage
and
try to determine what it is.
Is this SpaceX or an ICBM? If it's an ICBM, you wouldn't know it because we probably wouldn't be able to upload this video.
No. Well, it doesn't have to hit us here.
But still, it could screw up the infrastructure somehow. The internet's just one giant long cord, right? Oh, so Jeff is frozen? I thought it was me. Can you still hear me, folks? And can you go ahead and put a thing if they can still hear me? Because if you can still hear me, I'll keep talking. Bueller. Well, Jeff is apparently okay. Because all right, cool. So welcome to World Class Bullshitters. This is Kendo. I'm the only person you get to talk to tonight. So what do you want to talk about? I'm drinking a nice farmer's edition of Busch Light, or as my kid calls it, Ross Chastain's drink. He actually got a top 10 the other day. You guys want to talk? You want me to talk about the San Diego race at the naval base? Because that was kind of cool. Corey Haim won, which was an amazing accomplishment considering he's a dead child actor of about 16 years. So that was pretty cool. Ross got a top 10, which the disappointing part about that was he was almost top 5 when Hocevar got spun by Haim. And of course, Ross is the only car that slid into him, which knocked him back to like 13th. But then he battled back in like 3 laps to get up to like 9th or 8th or 7th or something like that. So it's disappointing in the top 5, possibly top 3, because he definitely had. Terry and Arnold got arrested today for being stupid. Dion and I were talking about that. Apparently, he had some stuff stolen from his Airbnb, and so he got some bad intel, and allegedly they lured some guys into his place and proceeded to pistol whip them, allegedly. And turns out those guys didn't have anything to do with the stolen property, so he's stupid. Adama wants to know how it's hot. It's like 110 today. Laid and swallow. I've been off work. School's been out for a month, so the 6-7 thing ain't really a thing. So there's good. Did Woodrow Wilson frame OJ? Of course, yes, he did. Clone Geek. There was no Corey Feldman singing. Is Dion going to show up 3 hours into the stream after seeing another bad movie in Power Warrant? Yes, he will. He will be showing up definitely very late to this thing after going to see the Jackass, and he's probably going to be like, "Oh, the Jackass movie was actually pretty good. I enjoyed it," because he's going to be loaded and high, and it'll be all the greatest hits from the previous movies, like Jeff had mentioned. We'll get into it later because those two actually went and saw it, and so he's going to have enjoyed it. He'll talk about how it was great, and he'll talk about how he was able to connect with Johnny Knoxville being old and emotional or some shit. I don't know. How's the draft going? Adama, are you talking about the Deadpool draft? Could I give you a lowdown on that? Layton's Fall Summer School? No, I don't fucking teach summer school. That'd be silly. Why would I want to go do? My wife does that, so it's nice because she gets to leave and I get to be home by myself. Although half the time the kid's here, but he does still go to his daycare because we got to keep him in there a couple days a week, so he keeps his roster spot. If Dion had a sitcom with Tom Jones to do his theme song, Clone Geek? Oh. No, let's give him something better. Let's give him like Elton John or Liberace. Mel Brooks turns 100 on Sunday. Well, good. I hope he makes it. It should, Kaiju expert Al, it should die over the summer because last year it was Skibbity and Riz, and I did not hear that nearly as much this year as I did last year. So hopefully that goes. NFL draft was a couple of months ago. The NHL draft is tomorrow, I think. The NBA draft happened the other day. One Tech player got drafted in the first round. I didn't really pay attention. I don't care about the NBA that much. The NHL draft is tomorrow, starts tomorrow, and the Blues have 4 first-round picks, but they might be trying to parlay that into moving up. But, I mean, it's a semi-deep draft this year, but at the same time, we're supposedly retooling or rebuild, whatever the hell it is. All I know is my cousin Joel is going to be in goal, and that's all that matters. How could we make 6-7 racist if white people said it? That's how you do it, Clone Geek. If it's just white people saying it, it's going to be somehow racist because they'll appropriated it off of a rap song about Lorenzo Balls. So there you go. Just Joe. Yes, that would be great. Well, not great, but TLJ Screwjob. How have the Blues done since they won the Stanley Cup? 2020, they were one of the better teams in the league until the COVID shut everything down, and that killed all their momentum. If you know anything about hockey, momentum and being hot at the right time and keeping that going is big. So then they got shut down like everybody else. They came back. They didn't do as well as they could. I think the next year they missed playoffs or got pecker slapped in the first round, as is tradition. Then the next year they made it to the second round where they were 2-1 down on the Avalanche. Bennington got ran by Kadri, and they blamed that for why the team lost. They just lost their composure, and they ended up going down to 6 games. Then they missed the playoffs for a couple of years. Last year they were in the playoffs. They were a minute away from upsetting the 1-seeded Jets as the 8th seed. They proceeded to give up 2 goals in like a minute and a half, including one with about a minute and a half left, to force the game to go to overtime, where they lost in double overtime, lost series of 7 games. Again, old hat, literally an older hat, and that's just kind of how the Blues do things. The internet, it's weird. Usually I'm historically the one that had the bad internet. Even in where I'm at now, I have pretty good internet if you're in that part of the house. If you are 20 feet away from the modem through the garage, somehow it's not as good internet. There is thing. Okay, I didn't watch one, but good to know about the NHL draft. The Sharks will be drafting second, and there's a pretty good player after Gavin McKenna that the Sharks are probably going to take. Shit talking for the July 4th World Cup will be a historical. You goddamn right. Sorry for I'm not sure, but he'll turn 30 years old this summer. I know. That's a big, the fucking 30 years ago for Austin 316. And actually, I think the Bash at the Beach thing, I think that was 1997. I could be wrong, though. Robo Kendo is a thing. Smile and Shroud chokes in the post. This year, they didn't even make it to the playoffs to choke. They just choked in the regular season. Does Jeff have a voodoo curse on him that market? Yes. Clone Geek, we're going to go with yes. Starlink, dude, when I was back in Missouri a couple weeks ago, I was in the far out wilderness outskirts of it, like 2 hours away, hour and a half away from St. Louis, and I was at my stepdad's, and he has Starlink, and it worked great. Jeff said I sounded better than I normally do, and so that internet was coming from space, not 20 feet in that direction. So that explains review super. Yes, that would definitely be it. The Blues, dude, it's old news, man. I mean, the Blues weren't doing well for like 53 years. Some years were better than others, but they always ended the same shittily, except once. Let's see, Sonic Hedgehog turned 35 yesterday. Yep. NWO was July 96. Okay, 1 month after Austin 16. So, 30 years. I remember both of those like they just happened recently. Great. If Hogan, the only top face who succeeded with a major heel turn, if so, why? We're gonna have to go with yes, because Hogan was literally the top face of a couple of companies for a very long period of time, and him turning heel was a big fucking game changer. Like that changed things a lot. Now, did he stay heel for too long? Probably. But then again, that whole company was in. Never mind. He cut a promo on what's his fuck? Vince Russo, and so that explained all that. But Hogan was definitely the biggest because Austin's face turn was crazy, but he was never he was a heel, and he was still a heel technically, but he was like an anti-hero heel. And then they did the double turn with Brett and him at WrestleMania 13, which was incredible. Him a top face, but he was still not at the level Hogan technically was in the pantheon of wrestling. So we're going to go with Hogan. Up against the Knicks and help the Knicks win their first NBA title since Tricky Dick was president. Or actually, he might not even be president. Had he resigned before then or not? I don't know. It's a good question. It was either him or Ford. That story about that exec for some company that got fired because she stole a blue and orange trash can at the Nick's party celebration thing where she poured the fucking trash all over the street and stole the can. That was pretty funny. And then she got trolled back by the sanitation department that posted a picture. It said, "Glad you're home. We missed you." That was pretty good. Yes, Clone Geek. Dion totally had a shrine to Murder, She Wrote as a kid. Probably still has one as an adult because even though Angela Lansbury is deceased, at one time she was an old white woman. So you go ahead and draw the parallels all you want. Are you named after Kendo Sticks? No. Okay, so here's how I got my name, Kendo Slice. About 20 years ago, I was working for my uncle's company, and they just kind of started like throwing around nicknames and things like that, and you just kind of got one given to you type situation. And since my first name is Ken, there was a guy there that his name was Bill, so I called him Bildo. You know, sounds cool, right? And then it turned into, we called the one guy Marco, and there was Tim, and he became Timo, and I was called Kendo, and then the one guy was like, "Oh, Kendo Slice," and it just stuck. And then my gamer tag became that. So that I've been Kendo Slice on Xbox for 20 years at this point. So there you go. Or however long Xbox has been around where you had a gamer tag. Let's see. Wasn't Kendo Slice the guy from Bum Fights? Yes, he was. He was the guy from Bum Fights that actually I don't know if it was bum fights. He was just in like those backyard unsanctioned fights for a long time, and the early days of YouTube. And then he became a real MMA fighter with mixed results. And then he just died out of nowhere. Those are good times. Well, not that part. Let's get some check on the World Cup, shall we? Let's see, because it's at 6 o'clock out here in the Pacific time zone. And according to this, Jeff's power died. I didn't even know it was sick. And let's see, we're in the stoppage time. Japan won, Sweden won. So there's that. Tunisia won, Netherlands 3. What that means for their group: Netherlands is winning the group with 7 points. Japan has 5. Sweden has 4. Tunisia has 0, losing all their games. So they're out. And Sweden will be one of the better third place teams. So they will advance and all that good stuff. And it looks like Jeff is back.
Yeah, thanks for holding the fort down.
Well, I can do that. Kendo Slice did not do some UFC. I don't think I would. It would probably go as well as CM Punk did it, except for I'd last a little bit longer because I could run around the ring for a good 15 to 25 seconds trying to climb over the cage, screaming, "Can't I escape the cage to win?" Thinking it's, WWE rules. And so there's that. Who is your Mount Rushmore? Top 4 hated presidents. I already know one of them. You definitely do, Layden Swallow. Number one of those is definitely old Woodrow Wilson, because of all the reasons I've gone through countless times in the past. Another one that would go on to that James Buchanan, for doing absolutely nothing except for allowing the situation with the states to fester and get to the part where the Civil War occurred. He didn't cause it. Other things caused it, but he stayed there for 4 years doing absolutely nothing that could have helped it, maybe assuade, maybe avoid it from happening, but instead he just hands-off approach. I need two more. Who? Andrew Johnson, 100% Andrew Johnson. He's on there. And then I'm running through them, man. There's some good presidents, some great presidents, some mediocre caretaker presidents, and then there's a handful of bad ones. Those 3 are definitely the bad ones. LBJ would be like low-hanging fruit. And there'd be people who'd be like, "What about the Civil Rights Act?" Well, anybody in that position would have signed that. And if I'm not going to read his quote as to what he supposedly said about signing it and who he could get to vote for him forever for doing so. There's that. But Jefferson Davis was not an American president. He was, well, technically, I guess he was a Confederate American president. And I got to give you another one. McKinley, Taft. Hoover's a pretty good punching bag, but in hindsight, he wasn't so bad. Harding's a pretty good punching bag. Yeah, old Warren G. You know what? We'll just go with Bill. No, that was an actual president's name. And Clinton really wasn't that bad. Carter. Terrible president.
He lived to be what, 100?
He did.
Well, that's a good life.
He died during our Deadpool draft.
Oh shit! Did anybody have him?
Yeah, somebody had drafted him, but the draft hadn't concluded, so he didn't get. He had to repick, and he repicked Ric Flair. Kaiju expert Al, what about Garfield, the cat or the president? Because the president actually he was pretty decent, and he could have been a really actually good president. He would have been assassinated.
What year was he assassinated?
1881.
Oh, okay. So the 1800s had 2 assassinations, right? Or were there 3?
2.
Okay.
It had been Lincoln, Garfield. McKinley was in 1900. Would have been 1901. No, it would have been further.
What about Aaron Burr and Hamilton? Is that dual count?
No, that wasn't really an assassination. That was a dispute.
Oh, okay.
And yeah.
How long till we bring those back in America?
What? Requesting a duel?
Yeah.
I don't think you're ever really going to get those to come back. I mean,
good.
You can. I mean, if two people really, I think that if two people are beefing that bad and they want a duel, it's a lot better to have them do it that way than, shoot up a street corner and hit a bunch of innocent people.
Yeah. Caffeinated Wolf, good luck with Supergirl. That's all I can say.
Ooh, Adama, what is your favorite fast food place and favorite sit-down restaurant? Fuck. Favorite fast food place? It's got to be Whataburger, right? Yeah, Whataburger. Favorite sit-down place? I don't know if I have one because I don't like sitting down in restaurants anymore. Like, I want to eat at home. So it's like, I just want to get my food and go home and eat at home because that way when I'm done eating, I don't have to fucking drive home. I can just waddle my fat ass from the couch to the trash can to throw things away and then back to the couch to sit down and continue doing whatever it was I was doing. Favorite sit-down place. Dama, let me think about that one. The Whataburger one's really easy to answer. I fucking love Whataburger, but
I need to go back because every time I've had Whataburger, it wasn't that great. So that's why I'm not too high on that whole chain. And then on the flip side, I've never had a bad Del Taco experience. So some people might say it's mid, but
I like Del Taco. I really do. Like, they had them in St. Louis, and they went away about 20 years ago because one of the last ones was out by Washington University. I was working for my uncle. Washington University was one of our contracts, and we went and ate at Del Taco that was up there by Wash U. That was one of the last times that was the last time I got to eat there for a very long time because it closed shortly thereafter because they closed all the Del Tacos in there. And when I moved out to New Mexico, the first place I went out to eat at was I'm going to drive down to Gallup, see where my new workplace is at, and on the way home, I'm stopping and eating at Del Taco because I fucking love Del Taco. And now I live out here in Vegas, and there's Del Tacos everywhere.
Yeah, I never went to Del Taco once living in California.
Yeah.
But there were better places, I guess. But I still wanted to go. We had a message coming from our friend NPause that says, "Hey, Kendo, history question. Why is Ulysses S. Grant looked down upon so much?"
That's a great question, NPause. One of the main reasons why Ulysses S. Grant is looked down upon so much is because he had some rascals in his administration and his cabinet that were a bit corrupt. And so he kind of gets fucking lumped in with all that stuff. Evidence would suggest he may not have been completely aware of what was going on. And then he also gets kind of a bad rap for, going back on allowing some of the treaties to be gone back upon with the natives. Like, hey, you guys could totally have the Black Hills. Oh, wait, somebody found gold there? Fuck it. Tear that shit up. We're going back into the Black. We want that gold. Give me the gold. So that's part of it. Just mainly because as president, he kind of handled it the way he handled being a military guy, which was give orders and see to it that they get carried out and shit gets done. And it works differently in the military than it does in the government. Like if you're a general and you tell a colonel or a major or captain to go get something done, there's accountability there if it doesn't get done. If you're in the government, especially back then, or now for that instance, there's no accountability. You can do whatever the hell you want, and whether shit gets done or not, it's like you fail upwards. So
you'll get a raise.
Yeah. So that's part of it. Plus, Grant is also regularly referred to as a butcher that didn't care about his men and just threw them into the meat grinder because he knew he could take the casualties, and the South couldn't, which he did that, yes, but it wasn't because he didn't care about his men. He knew that in the situation they were in, he had the numbers and the supplies that could be replenished, and the South couldn't. And we're literally locked in a stalemate, and it's a war of attrition. We're in a better position to win that war of attrition. So we're going to have to just bleed them dry, and we can't be bled dry. But in his diaries or documents and things like that, he definitely shows a lot of consternation and not so much regret, but like sorrow at the fact that he had to get so many people killed in order to win that war and those battles. And that's really when apparently that's what also caused a lot of his drinking problems, is knowing that he had that burden of ordering the death of men specifically to help win the cause and keep the country together. And that's part of where like a lot of his drinking came from, because how else do you cope with the fact that you had to like literally send a bunch of boys to go and die because that's the only real way to fucking defeat the enemy you're against, because they won't give up even though they are clearly losing. They didn't have an atomic bomb.
Thank God. It would have been a steam-powered atomic bomb, which wouldn't have worked.
Dude, that's why we need Nick. We could talk about whether or not you can make a steam-powered atomic bomb. Probably can't, because I don't think the steam can accelerate the part. Never mind.
No. I do find these Civil War, like why the South lost the Civil War videos, interesting. There's this one guy that goes into like gruesome detail about the weapons that were used and all the different stuff, and how I think it was like why the Civil War is the worst war to die in, shit like that. So it's
mainly because a lot of the times you died due to disease and of your wounds. It's not like you got shot and you dropped and you were dead at that point, because the bullets that were used, they either used like a musket ball, which was a ball, hit a lead, and when it hits you, it starts to flatten out and just carves a hole. But it also would lose a lot of its force momentum, so it just gets stuck inside you after it, shatters the bones that it hits. And then there was a thing that they came up with called the mini ball, which was the conical shaped, bullet shaped thing that we know of. And it was also lead, so when it would hit, it would flatten out and do the same thing. So you typically had lots of guys not necessarily dying straight from gunshots to like the head or lungs and heart. It was getting shot in the gut and bleeding to death slowly, getting gangrene and everything, because they didn't have germ theory back then. They didn't know about all that good stuff. And sawing off limbs that you would still die from because they were using the same saw on different people and everything like that. And the doctor's hands were dirty. And yeah, it wasn't so much like, if you look at like the battle things, it's like there was 5,000 killed, 15,000 wounded. And then like that number gets changed because like of those 15,000 wounded, like 7,500 fucking died from disease because of their wounds. So you could either be killed instantly on the battlefield, Jeff, or you could die over the course of like a week and a half from your wound.
That sounds savage.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad I was born when I was born. In the 1980s, not the 1880s, the war was over anyway, but I digress. Enrique Vasquez, thank you very much. He says, history with Professor Kendo. Which Roosevelt was better?
Theodore.
Did you guys hear about GTA 6 having locked content unless you spend more money? Yeah, I did. Have you been following that?
Slightly to answer your question, Teddy Roosevelt, he hated being called that, by the way. Theodore Roosevelt was far better than Franklin Delano Roosevelt, but that's a conversation for another time when you really want to rattle on expansion of the government and socialist policies. But yes, I also heard about GTA and how apparently you get the game for like $80, but it's not the whole game. You got to spend extra to get the whole GTA 6.
Yeah, this is getting shitty. I skipped out on WWE 2K26. And for those out there that are thinking, it's just a wrestling game, it's a yearly release, blah, blah, it's a trash game. The point I'm making is I own every one of those damn games. Gaming can reach a point where you will turn me off, and then this year, I didn't buy it at all. And they had their deluxe $150 edition, and it's a piece of crap. Now, I don't think Grand Theft Auto is going to be a piece of crap, but I do think the DLC method is a little predatory, and it's turning me off from wanting to play this game to the point where everything goes on sale digitally, so including Rockstar games. So I can live without GTA for a while. It's been 13 years since the last one came out, and because I kind of just stopped caring about Grand Theft Auto, I don't, I'll wait. I'm upset with this. So, okay, I'm going to rephrase. I'm not upset. I'm just not interested in paying that much money for a video game.
Yeah, I don't blame you. It's now to the point where it's not so much we're selling you the game and then 6 months later we're going to offer you some DLC, or you can buy the season pass with it and then we'll release shit over the course of like a year or two that you get to download, extra. We're going to sell you part of the game, and then you have to pay more for the entire game. And I feel like this is the test run. So that way, when you get all those people that are going to go ahead and do it because they want the whole game and they're stupid, they're going to say, see, this works. And then they're going to do that with more games. And I don't like it. It's bad precedent.
Yeah, this whole you'll own nothing and like it mentality has reached a new level of insanity. I mean, when you get a physical game, you're supposed to get a disc in the box. Now you just get a little slip of paper. And the first thing I thought to myself is, in the future, that little slip of paper is going to be oddly valuable, yet completely worthless at the same time. Because collectors will want to buy a mint inbox GTA, but you're literally paying for a piece of paper in a box. So this is getting dumb. Or sorry, this has already become dumb.
It's already dumb.
Yeah, and I hope people push back, man. Like, I like new stuff. I like bright, colorful shit, but I don't like to roll over. So hopefully enough people make a stink where Rockstar will at least throw some extra value, because they're not going to go back on this. But
no, they're not. But I did see a thing earlier today that like they've already sold like, fuck. Let me look at it again. Talk amongst yourself. The topic is coffee with cream or milk. No, that's not what I'm asking you, you damn fucking thing.
So, folks, I'm a
GTA
black
6
coffee man. I drink 2 cups a day.
6 pre-orders are open.
Yeah, I am also a black coffee man, too. I don't like to put anything in it. When I was a kid, it was cream, just like my dad did. And then it was flavored cream. And then I got older and realized that one day when I accidentally had black coffee that, holy shit, you can actually taste the coffee. It's just not like milky sugar water. Okay, according to this, Grand Theft Auto Vi pre-orders officially open at June 25, 2026, ahead of its scheduled release of November 19, 2026. Analysts predict the game could sell between 25 and 30 million copies on its first day alone.
Well, somebody just said that GTA 6 pre-orders have sold out, but how can you sell out a Grand Theft Auto pre-order when there's no physical merchandise? It's just all digital. Like, there's no limit.
Also,
are they selling server stuff like time?
Yeah, I don't see how that works either. Like, if it's digital, how? That's another. We mentioned that. I think you mentioned that last week with how do you pre-order a digital release? Like, it was different back in the day when you would pre-order, like when I did Halo 4, because it was the special edition that came with a bunch of extra shit. Or when I did the Modern Warfare 3 pre-order, and if you were one of the first 150 people to get it from the GameStop you got the poster, the Time magazine, which I have, the reversible poster. It's a Time magazine cover on the one side. On the other side, it's a Modern Warfare 3 thing. I do have that. It's framed. It will eventually one day hang up right here when I can get it here. There's a difference between that being a pre-order and whatever the hell this is, like pre-ordering a physical copy. And then now we're at the part where it says it's sold. How the fuck do you sell out of a pre-order of a digital game where you're literally just getting a code for download? Like,
yeah,
it would be different if it was, we have 30 million source codes and, you know, or unique codes, and once we sell out of these, you can download and play the game in August. That'd be different. Okay, that's pre-order. That's, you can get it early. You can sell out because they've only got X numbers of these codes to give you. I don't know how you could do that without completely fucking jam-packing and shutting down your servers. But, you know, it is what it, they're creating like artificial scarcity of a digital product now. So that makes even less sense.
I think this game is all hype, and stuff like this gets spread out there and people are talking about it. And I don't really look, GTA's always been big. I remember when 5 came out 13 years ago, and it was just like everything kind of stopped around it for a while. But I don't feel like Grand Theft Auto, and I lived through this shit, so I'm not trying to like make up a feeling, but like this like internet version of the hype for GTA 6 feels kind of manufactured more than it does organic, because no other Grand Theft Auto game had this kind of like cultural awareness, but it just seems like it's artificially manufactured by Rockstar, because I don't think that many people really fucking are gonna buy this game outside of like buying it because it's like the thing to do. I think that's where we are, honestly, in terms of like gaming. It's not just, hey, let's buy the coolest thing because it's cool. It's, I got to keep up with the Joneses. And GTA is like the PS5. You got to have it because it's cool, or you got to have the right shoes, or you got to have some other bullshit. I don't collect like that. I don't care. So I'm not angry. I'm just not pumped for GTA 6. The prices are stupid. All that stuff is dumb. I'm not really feeling it, man. But it'll be interesting to see what they release. I don't care about like returning to Vice City that much, because I like the characters in Grand Theft Auto, and these new ones don't look too interesting. And I don't really want to be a married couple or a dating couple or a couple. And I don't like GTA 5's mechanics of switching characters. I only did it through the story because I had to. But once I got to the either the director mode or when I could just play as Trevor, I would just play as Trevor. It was never Grand Theft Auto for me, and most video games, to be perfectly honest, are kind of like digital. I don't want to say digital wish fulfillment, but it's more like digital fantasy where, you know, it's a crime simulator and I'm playing Carl Johnson or this and that. I don't really want to play like a married couple or a dating couple. So that's just me. But of course, the game's going to make like $9 trillion.
Oh, yeah. That's the problem. And that's like, that was my mentioning of all that stuff, is that they're going to sell so many of these copies. They're going to sell the extra costed ones that have the stuff, the fully unlocked gaming content and everything. And it's just going to incentivize them to do it more. And that's what's really sad.
Yeah. It's like people just do things because they pay you. Thank you. I really don't have anything else to say about GTA. I know a lot of people are really upset, and I've been watching those videos on the internet myself. So, folks in the chat, if you're really interested in WCBS Gaming to play GTA, let us know closer to the end of the year. But I'm not counting down any days. I'm just enjoying literally playing PlayStation 1 again. That's what I've been playing. So, now, you had a request for a detention button, and on WCBS, if you ask, you shall receive.
You had enough yet?
No.
That's another one.
So?
You just say the word, I'll keep going.
Go.
Eeny, meeny, miny.
Mo.
Your mother was a...
Ho.
He was a famous clown.
Bobo.
Mitch, cut it out.
I like how his mother was a hoe, implying that she's no longer a hoe and or reformed.
Well, she settled down after she popped out Mitch.
Well, I guess that makes sense.
She was a wild one. Now she's bored. I feel like that's Mike's mom from not 21 Jump Street, from Stranger Things. That's what's up with her.
Yeah,
She was
I
wild,
see that.
and then she married what's his face.
Yeah, who's much older than her.
Yeah. Sponge Boy Me Bob 1999 says Grant gets flack from all sides. That makes me a fan of his. Great general who understood total war.
Absolutely. He knew that what he had to do to win, it was send Sherman to go do what he has to do, fucking destroy their infrastructure, keep them from being able to wage war. War at that time, up to that point, was giant armies meeting on big open, fields of battle, lining up, marching towards each other, saying all that good stuff and are doing all that good stuff. And then technology advanced, the war had changed, and war became more of what we know it as now, which was total war, which was you have to not just fight their armies, you have to cripple their infrastructure, you have to keep them from being able to wage war.
I mean, I could learn a lot from this, but sorry, I just got tagged in a thing about GTA pre-order. No. Stop. So, Kendo, when we eventually launch our history show, we'll have to do a bracket battle for presidents, which will be weird because there's, well, there aren't 47 people, there's 47 terms, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, so it'd be 47, which is actually 45 because there's only 45 presidents. What we can do, there's a way to do it. Hang on. Let me consult the old Google machines here. How do you set up a bracket of 45 teams?
I'll have to upgrade the system we use.
So because 45 is not a perfect power of 2 as 32 or 64, you must calculate the number of buys. So first round teams, 45 down to 32. So there's 13 matches, 26 teams play in the opening round, which means 19 gets a bye to advance to the room. We'll figure it out. But yeah, maybe we could give some buys or something along those lines. Washington gets a bye because, he's always rated high. Lincoln gets a bye because outside of the lost causers, he's always rated high.
What about Thomas Jefferson?
He's usually rated really high. Now, the revisionist historians lately have been bringing him down a notch or two because of his whole, banging the slaves thing. But that I don't think detracts from his policies.
No, it's just more of a personal issue that these critics have,
which that's 100% it, because it's Clinton's presidency, a lot of people, especially on the right side of the aisle, like to judge it based on his personal indiscretions as opposed to what his policy stuff was. Policy-wise, Clinton was actually a pretty decent president, but everybody wants to focus on
what a fucking time to come into this show. What a time.
Well, Dion, you missed what happened. We started the show. My power went out, so Kendo was left alone.
Yeah, I saw you following the thing. The you two describing a president fucking slaves was not on my bingo card.
Well, it should.
You didn't describe it. It was mentioned that
as
Thomas
a
Jefferson gets black
as a personal preference. Wow. Welcome in,
Dion.
guys.
Hey, Dion. Dion. You have a personal preference for women, don't you?
Not for slaves. If that's what
I thought we were brothers from another mother.
See, all right. Well, it's not his fault that he was a product of his time, and that
not being a product of your time.
Well, it's further than 30 years, so let's just.
I'm not. To pretend that wouldn't be something that you would be judged for is an interesting point to make. Is all I'm saying.
We were making the point that his presidency is judged by that under the lens of now, as opposed to his policies, and then mentioning that Clinton's presidency gets viewed by his personal issues as opposed to his policy as well. So I was making that comparison. I wasn't saying it was okay to bang slaves.
Assuming within the time period that you're assuming that no one thought that there was a problem with that. That's the interesting part of that.
I would also in that time probably keeping that a massive secret.
That's the only thing I'm saying is I was a very interesting point that the two of you went down. Very interesting.
The funny thing is, we didn't really go down that point. We said one sentence, and that was it. You spent more time commenting on the actual comment than the time it took to make the comment.
Yeah, which is again, that's why I said it was an interesting time.
Hey, listen. You saw Jackass. I saw Jackass. Let's take our asses on to start talking about some goofy shit. You ready?
I was born ready, motherfucker.
All right, so folks, this is a non-spoiler discussion. Like, hold on. Oh shit. Okay, we will read this in a minute. Overkill, because you deserve a lot of attention for that, for getting to meet Big Papa Pump. So I'm a little jealous. But Dion, let's get this out of the way. It's really not the focal point of tonight's show, but we saw Jackass. Was it Last and Always or whatever it's called?
Yep. Best
and last. Best and last.
Okay, so the new Jackass is out, and I would not agree that it's the best, but it is definitely the last one. Dion, what'd you think of the film?
As a nostalgia trip, I liked it. It definitely was. I understand it being a send off. It definitely was for a specific audience, and I'm like, okay, I can dig that with that lens. When you take off the rose-colored glasses, it's like, damn, you guys, it's a bunch of old dudes just doing dumb shit and clips of stuff we've already seen. Which if you try to feel nostalgic, that might be the thing for you. If you go into it with some nostalgic feelings, it will be the thing that you'll enjoy. But yeah, it definitely not the best one, but
no,
the old dude's riding off into the sunset type movie for sure.
Dion, my only real complaint, because it's like you can't really critique Jackass because you know what it is. My only complaint is it's like 40% clips from old Jackass movies, and they told you in the beginning that it's rare and unseen stuff, but it's literally like the golf course clip, and I'm like, that's from the fucking first episode of the show. And then like I said to Kendo, this is one of those movies where like, if you're like trying to show someone Jackass, just show them this movie and they'll get all the best bits from the other ones. It was that, like, that's the only complaint I have, because the new shit was funny and it was cool to see like Ryan Dunn, but every 5 seconds I'm looking at Johnny Knoxville from 1999 and I'm reminded of a better time.
For sure. They do a great, that's one of the positive points I'm going to give that movie, is that they did a good job of including clips from 99, from 2000, from 2001, of that early either pre 9/11 or that right after 9/11 stuff. So they did a great job of Hillary, when we were coming back, she made the great point of that. This movie, like, as long, again, for the nostalgic part of you, this is like opening a time capsule. You already kind of know it's not going to be anything new, but it's like they did a good job of reminding you of, hey, here's 1999, here's 98, and listen, as silly as this movie is, I loved the opening. I love the way they opened the movie. That was fucking crazy. In terms of new stuff that we saw, that was crazy.
Yeah, other than that was the best part of the movie, the first 100%. Couple seconds.
Yep.
But Dion, I laughed, but it was awkward. I was literally the only person in my theater. I felt like a baller. I had the whole auditorium to myself. But then I remembered that comedies are best shared with other people because you kind of bounce the laughter off each other. So I'm just kind of sitting there cringing at all the dicks and then laughing at some of the other parts. Like, it was Jackass. What do you expect? That's really all there is to say. I don't think we can add anything. I just wanted to make this funny title card because it looked cool. That's it. I don't really want to talk about Jackass.
I mean, that's cool. In the vein of not wanting to talk about Jackass, again, it was the other thing I'm gonna really say about it is, if there's ever gonna be like a, it might not do great, is like there's just way too much butt stuff.
Yep.
Like if you're gonna show the the car up Ryan Dunn's butt thing again, like we've already seen that. To show that whole thing, that whole bit again, was like, okay. On top of that, it's like, damn, we're gonna show a bunch of butt stuff, guys. I was like, yeah, that's too much butt and poop. We already got the replay of the Porta John thing. We saw the origin of it. But yeah, it was like, yeah, it's too much butt and poop stuff.
Yeah, but way too much. Like the Steve-O robot proctologist stuff was.
Yeah, dude.
And then
with the peanut butter.
Yeah, and then the dude, one guy was. I'm not gonna say those words together, but they stuck their hand through a hole, and it ended up going into a large man's bum. And the guy broke his finger just poking a dude in the ass. It was so weird. It's just like, I got my finger back. Yeah, folks. I mean, if you like Jackass, you'll laugh, but number 2 was the best one. So just
it definitely is a very specific. If you like Jackass, you'll laugh. Anybody who if this is your first Jackass movie, you're gonna be like, "What the fuck is this?"
I don't think this should be your first one because you're not gonna care. Because Johnny Knoxville cries a bunch, and the emotional angle that they're trying to sell you. If you've never watched Jackass, these are just old dudes that mean nothing to you.
Right. It's old dudes doing dumb shit that are also referencing other dudes who would be old but aren't here anymore. And because being invested, being a part of the generation that made that shit famous, we care because we were there. Yeah, but if you weren't there, you're gonna be like, why are these dudes crying about this shit? This dude's dead? Oh, okay.
I do think, though, Jackass died after Ryan Dunn. It just isn't the same. Like watching the clips with him, and you're like, oh, that's what Jackass is. And then you watch the stuff without him and the new people, and you're just like, no, you feel it. He was never even the best guy in the crew, but there's just something about missing one of them you notice the whole time. And they kept showing clips. Like I'd say Ryan Dunn appears in this movie more than Bam Margera.
Oh yeah,
but.
They went out differently. Ryan Dunn went out in a blaze of glory, pun intended, and Bam Margera went out extremely intoxicated and with lots of personal issues.
Yeah, well, he's back now. I thought he was supposed to be in this movie, Dion, but apparently not.
I did right. I was like, besides clips, I was like, yeah, this is the clips from the last movie. But I was like, damn. I thought he was going to be in it at least for 1 or 2 new gags.
Yeah, I was a little disappointed in that. But this is clearly the Johnny Knoxville show.
Yeah.
And we didn't even get Party Boy until the very end for like 2 seconds. I was a little disappointed.
Yeah, in the last shopping cart gig, for sure.
Yeah.
That was should have did it early, especially if you're gonna barely bring it up, which current climate considered, I get it, but fucking like you at the end, come on, we could have gotten a little bit more. If you're gonna be referential to a bunch of stuff, at least give us a decent party boy thing.
Yeah, and I thought it was lame that they even dug out a clip from Bad Grandpa. Like that
movie was disappointing. I saw that in theaters in England, by the way.
I mean, and it was a Jackass cast off.
It was a Jackass movie. I was like, seeing it, I'm like, okay, so it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be Johnny Knoxville pretending to be like a grandpa, blah 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 blah, and then it turned out to be just like a Jackass stunt movie, which is fine because I prefer the Jackass shit where they're doing silly, crazy ass stuff that could cause bodily injury. I don't need to see the silly, goofy shit that involves bodily fluids, asses, and dicks. Like, to me, like Dave England shitting in a toilet at a hardware store to me isn't like a funny gag. Wee Man kicking himself in the head is a funny gag, or the trimmer thing where they're going around fucking shaving each other's heads is funny.
They do reference that during the credits and stuff, and luckily they at least didn't show the shitting in the hardware store and having someone clean that shit up.
Dion, did you stay for the post-credit sequence?
Yep.
Yeah, folks, there's a Jackass post-credit sequence. We won't tell you what it is, but it's there.
Just tell me, send me a message because I probably will never watch the movie. I haven't watched the fourth one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look,
I tapped out after the third movie. It's stupid. There's a scene where they all wear plastic bags and drink an X-Lax type of thing. And basically they play Twister and then they get diarrhea playing Twister. And it's so dumb. Like I laughed, but I was like, this is retarded. Like, why is this a concept?
That was where I didn't laugh. I started looking when I started coming out of the plastic suit. I was just like, what the fuck? Then
It
of
was
course
too
people
gross.
have to throw up. It was just like,
Yeah,
dude.
it's like I don't need to see that. That's not whatever. But like when Johnny Knoxville's fighting the bull, that's funny. That's a Jackass type
He does it
thing.
again,
that
you
motherfucker
know.
does it again, dude.
but this time he goes away in a
Shopping cart.
stretcher.
Yeah, the shopping cart thing is a Jackass type thing. That stuff's funny. Like the stuff from the TV show they were doing was funny because they were constrained to what they could do on TV, which that's the type of stuff that they blew up into the first movie. But then they went a little hard in the paint with the, snow cone made of piss, and the shitting in the toilet and the shitting on the other things and the
Listen, if anything,
fireworks out of the butthole.
The one thing I will tell you if specifically because you grew up when the show was on, if there's anything that you watch, it's just the very beginning because it's supposed to be this is the video that started Jackass, and it's some crazy you could see them being stupid enough to do something like this to try and get a TV show, and it is funny, and that it's it's one of those, and again I'm not ever gonna insinuate that they're but it's so early that it's young Tremaine, and I think what was the other dude that was with them early filming is them calling Knoxville, calling him PJ. So some weird. Early shit, and that's weird. And it's like that part is cool, but it's the very beginning, the first stunt, and even watching, you're like, oh my god, you as a person who grew up with it, you will appreciate how the fuck did these guys not kill themselves? I mean, obviously it eventually happened, but early on, you're like, how did all these dudes not kill themselves trying to make this a television show? These dudes literally, if anything, the first minute and a half is okay, these are just a bunch of fucking bored dummies who happen to fucking hit the middle of the target on their first shot, 1 in a million chance. Otherwise, they would have killed themselves for nothing.
Dion, I thought the best part of this was when they showed a couple of the released clips. Going down the stairs in the box was funny. It was stupid.
Yeah.
But the best part of the whole movie for me was when they showed the escaped convict bit.
Yes.
But the best part wasn't him. It was the lady cop that wrecked her car trying to stop. That woman couldn't
put the car in park.
Yeah, she couldn't put the car in park. She stopped it, then she wrecked up into the curb, she hit the brakes, then she hit something again, and then she parked in park.
And again, you'll see in the movie, and obviously see oh my god, this is a 20-something Johnny Knoxville and Jeff Tremaine, and what's this Spike Jonze fucking filming this shit, and they're he's like, yep, we're just doing it for a TV show, blah blah blah. And and again, the early part of the movie, it's them now talking about that, and they were like, yeah, we thought the show, when we got word that we were on hiatus because of the crazy stunt, it never got shown, blah 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 blah, and it's the original escape convict bit, and and then just you can see why, because then they were like, and then he goes, oh well, the cameraman got arrested, and we couldn't film in West Hollywood for 10 years. And you're like, what? And then seeing it, you're like, yeah, because you fucking in it, because she gets out and it says sheriff on the back of her fucking polo shirt in a shitty squad car, a reused squad car, and it's like, yeah, because they got embarrassed. They're like, you better not release that shit, because they embarrassed LA fucking county. And you're like, if this was the entire movie, it'd be an all-time greater just because of the historical reference. But it's too much of references to shit that we already seen. But the few unseen shit, that's the one where you're like, how did this shit work? It was crazy.
Those guys have destroyed their bodies for our entertainment, and I do still like them. I do think, Dion, that they dropped the ball with the new people. The new people had a lot of stuff to do in part 4. The girl didn't do anything. She did not do a single stunt. She just stood there the whole time.
And to your point, that is why it's good to know that it's a send-off, and that earns it a couple points with me, because they tried to make it a franchise thing, and it just doesn't work with other people, especially if you're going to try and make it a controlled thing by not having the chick do stunts. Why the fuck and then you're gonna have people on there who are really, are a product of Jackass, but it's just some dumb, kind of weird looking dude who calls himself Poopies. You know what I mean? Like, they proved that it's not something that could be repeated. It was lightning in the bottle. It fucking zapped in the bottle, and eventually it ran out. And that's it. Poof. It should be done, especially when the dude who's in his 50s is doing 360s because he's getting hit by a bull still. And it's like, it ain't just because he ain't on a stretcher because he got hit by a bull. It's because he's too old and he's been doing this shit for too long. Like, send it off, put it out of its misery, bang, bang. This is it's the fitting end of Jackass.
Yeah. I laughed. I didn't cry, and I kissed $10 goodbye. So, anything else you want to say about Jackass 5? I can't believe that this is wait, no. Only 2 Jackass films have been released in the entirety of our podcast. 4 and 5, that's it. 3 came out in 2010, so yeah, we weren't doing this. We were in college still. We went and saw that shit. Messed up. We got really drunk and saw the 3D one. Because we couldn't stop laughing at the fucking 3D dildo. That was the thing that killed us.
That's why I think 3 is the best one, because obviously it's the last one where Dunn and Bam are obviously up and able to move around. But that was the one where it was like we were at fucking college. It was like, this is the highest it's gonna. This shit can't get no higher. Anything after this is gonna be below sub-tier Jackass stuff. Them getting tackled and shit. They're all in their early 30s. They can take this shit. It was just like, this ain't gonna get no better. The internet is gonna just wash this shit away. So yeah, them threatened. I do go in and see that shit opening night, son.
Yep. I also too. I don't think Johnny Knoxville's all there mentally, ever.
No, because he's been doing all this, getting thrown down.
He's been hitting the head a lot.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they showed a clip at the very end where it's him and Jeff Tremaine in the hotel room talking about how he's surprised it worked. Yeah. I think Johnny Knoxville's just crazy in general. Like, I always got a little bit of that, like, this dude's a little unhinged. I think he's just like completely off his rocker and always has been. That's why he did the shit in the first place.
Absolutely. If anything, the movie kind of confirms what a lot of people suspected. A big argument against it was always that, it's this dude, Jeff Tremaine, and he's getting his friends and some of their friends, drunk friends, doing crazy shit and filming it. Like, the ending is like, no, this was him filming Knoxville doing crazy shit. And him, because there's he's just like, man, I don't think that's what I wanted. And that being the end of the movie, and then Knoxville, that's what I wanted. And then it's just the end. You're like, that is a fitting, uncomfortable fucking end of like, hey, man, this could have gone way worse if Knoxville was just by himself doing this shit.
Yeah, that gun stunt.
That
I was sitting there watching. Well, I was watching it, and I was like on the edge of my seat, and then I went, wait a second, this is from 1998. He's gonna make it. And then I just instantly was taken out of the scene. I was like, oh, he's fine.
Well, yeah, it definitely, it being unseen in the acknowledgement that, hey, if you're watching this and you came to see this shit, you all know that this was a fucking terrible idea. Especially where it doesn't go off because the dummies, wherever they put the round, it was on the other end of the fucking wheel. So, it's clicking and you're like, yeah, that he's alive, but you're just like, this could have, and then he's trying to adjust his shit and his fingers on the trigger. And you're just like, oh my God. And they know that it's a bad PJ. It's like your initial nickname is being used because you are a complete fucking idiot. And the tension in that, I think, is like, that is, if anything, that is the perfect, quick example of what Jackass is. Just something that was really dumb and could have killed them.
I didn't realize what Johnny Knoxville's real name was until today. So
it's not Johnny Knoxville? That's a real name? That's not a stage name? Huh.
Well, I just didn't know his name was Philip John Clapp. So
if my name was Philip John Clapp, I would go by something else too.
Yeah.
PJ Clapp.
Hey, Kip Sop changed his name too, so you know.
Sounds like
he's an
someone
asshole.
on a Far East voyage. I got the PJ Clapp.
Yes, you do. Overkill 161. Thank you very much for being patient. He says, not to humble brag, but I am. Last Sunday, I met Big Papa Pump, mathematician himself, Scott Steiner. Seemed chill for a guy meeting a half dehydrated weirdo in a Helldiver's costume. We'll get your button in a minute. That's awesome, though. We got to meet Scott Steiner. We'll do one of those group photos when all four of us are together.
Absolutely, man. Oh my God, yeah.
Oh, you know what we'll do is we'll stand in a row, but our shirts will be green like a chalkboard, and it'll have the Steiner Math promo written out. Let's see if he's in on that one. He'll probably just look at it and go, "Hey, that's funny."
I feel like he'd be in on the joke.
Yeah. Well, you know, they say all men are created equal, but you look at Scott Steiner, and you know that's just not true. He's a genetic freak. So, number 21 here on the channel. Let's give you. Hey, this works out perfect.
Yo, Joe, first off, you want to work out with me? Take your clothes off and lay on that bench.
Whoa.
Seriously, take your clothes off, lay down on that bench. You want to work out with me?
No.
And then you know what? One more.
Threats are part of wrestling, you know. But you got to look at the person that's making the threats. This fat son of a bitch is challenging all of us, has been world champions before, been in this business 15, 20 years, and this fat son of a bitch is going to trial us all out.
Calm down, okay? All right?
He's fat. I'm going to.
About this.
I don't care if he don't. I'll make him bleed.
I just fucking, and that's just one reason why Big Papa Pump is just one of the greatest of all time. Just like always talking like
he's fat.
He's fat. He's gonna bleed. I'll make him bleed.
What I like about that is you got son of a bitch, son of a bitch, or some bitch, and he tries to put all three of them together. Some of a bitch. You got this fat son of a bitch. It's like, dude, I get what you're trying to do your South thing with your It's okay, babe. You know what? You could probably break my neck if you really wanted to, so I'm just gonna leave it there.
Yeah, he'll leave you in a ditch in Ackworth, Georgia, next to his I'll make it bleed.
But the best part about that is when he's like, "You got this fat son of a bitch," and then you hear Booker start laughing.
Yeah.
Booker laughing at it. He's like, ha, 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 ha.
Well, everybody knows Booker T knows how to talk some shit.
He does.
Oh yeah,
he was just like, that was good.
You know, Booker T's the type of dude you want to have back you up in a fight because he'll talk
100%.
shit and be able to.
Unless it's in a grocery store.
That's true.
Well, that's a destructive environment. It's a whole different subset of factors to deal with in a fight. You know,
he's constricted. It's like I don't got so much space with these aisles.
That is such a great segment.
It is. You can't spin a Rooney in a grocery store aisle. So I mean, that's
right.
He was hamstrung.
That's how he gets his power. He charges up the spinneroonie.
Yeah,
he does the axe kick. The battery's full.
Right.
Some people have to hit the spinneroonie. Booker T's some people. He has to hit that spinneroonie.
What do you mean, some people? Now, guys,
some people.
I don't know. I'm just padding out some time before we talk about bracket battle because, goddamn, I missed it tonight. Yeah, bracket battle. Best TV show movies. Fine. You want to call him up and tell him? Let's write Nick a group letter. Dear John. And then we'll start there.
No. Dear Sea Sucker.
I'll always love you.
But right now you're acting like a bitch.
But I have needs.
And I'm going to meet them.
I'm so sorry. John, I'm so sorry.
Bitch, you don't care. Yeah. You guys want to play some bracket battle?
Oh, hell yeah, man.
All right.
Yeah.
Folks in the chat, you are the fourth man this evening for our game of bracket battle. We're going to be making this its regular thing. Don't worry. We're reading the messages. But let's play a game right now. We'll worry about that in the future. So, guys, let's start the tournament with round one for the best movie based off of a TV show. So, folks, you are the fourth member. Get your questions ready or answers ready. Round one, guys. 21 Jump Street versus Avatar: The Last Airbender. And yes, that's the M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong film.
Because 21 Jump Street was good, 21 Jump Street.
100% 21 Jump Street.
Yeah. Now, folks in the chat, we got a 21 Jump Street already from Watchman of Yah, who's a mod of this channel. Thank you, Watchman of Yah. 21 Jump Street. All right, folks, we're going to be starting that timer so we don't keep people waiting all night long. But where is that timer? Here we are. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, folks. And you all voted for 21 Jump Street. So I don't even know why I waited. I guess I'm just trying to be fair. Anyway, 21 Jump Street moves on to the next round. Woo! All right. Up next, we have a modern classic versus a piece of shit. Masters of the Universe versus Baywatch.
Give me Masters.
Same.
Masters of the Universe.
Look, the Baywatch movie could have been great, should have been great, but it was The Rock and Zac Efron. So,
yeah.
All right. So what's the chat saying? We got Baywatch. We got a Masters of the Universe. Masters of the Universe. All right. Well, I like that.
He-Ma-G, I'm assuming is He-Man.
All right, folks. And all right. So it looks like everybody voted for He-Man. So moving on to the next round is Masters of the Universe. Sorry, Baywatch. All right. I wish Nick was here for this
Dragnet.
one. It's Dragnet versus the Man from U.N.C.L.E. So we got a Dragnet.
Ooh.
I'm going Man from U.N.C.L.E.
Nick loves that fucking movie too. He fucking loves Dragnet.
I'm going. Ooh. Give me Man from U.N.C.L.E.
Blasphemy.
Hey Dion, we should make our own parody, The Man from Urkel, and it's just Carl Winslow.
No. What you need to do is you need to. You know what? Fuck. I'm gonna take the bull by the scrote here. I'm gonna take a picture of this sumbitch and I'm gonna send it to Nick right now and be like, Nick, I hate you.
Mm.
Just take the money, Carl.
So let's see. We got a Dragnet, Man from U.N.C.L.E., Dragnet, Man from U.N.C.L.E., Dragnet. Okay, so it's Dragnet from the audience, which makes it a tie, but we'll let the audience have the vote. There we go. All right. This is one that's probably not going to be very interesting for some people, but difficult for me. Mission Impossible versus a Very Brady sequel.
Oh,
Mission Impossible, easily.
I wouldn't say easily. Because the Very Brady sequel is very funny.
That's like a guilty pleasure movie I love.
Yeah. The waterfall scene from the fish tank cafe is prime. I get it barely wins, but it's Mission Impossible for me.
Look, I'm full of shit if I honestly say a Very Brady sequel is better than Mission Impossible. I do like a Very Brady sequel. I had it on tape as a kid. I watched it way too many times, but come on, man. Mission Impossible is classic. And everybody in the chat agrees it's Mission Impossible. So, Mission Impossible moves on to the next round. All right, up next, Alvin and the Chipmunks versus Dark Shadows.
Damn.
I don't care.
Both of these are bad. I mean, I could at least get through Dark Shadows. Give me Dark Shadows.
Kendo.
By Dion logic, I'm voting Dark Shadows.
And by Jeff logic, as Dark Shadows is the only one I've seen.
I can handle Dark Shadows. I'm not a child. Alvin and the Chipmunks is unwatchable.
Let's see. Oh my God, I'm tripping with the Brady's good. Somebody else has seen that movie. Let's see. Alvin, Dark Shadows. Okay. Another Alvin and the Chipmunks. All right. Well, the chat voted for Alvin and the Chipmunks, but it's 3-1. So we're going to move on with Dark Shadows, starring Yanni Jep. Okay, this is a hard one for Dion. Next round, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie versus The Fugitive.
You bastard.
I'm just going to go ahead and vote for The Fugitive because that's a great movie.
Yeah, I'm voting The Fugitive too. Because
the Power Rangers is good because of the nostalgia and how 90s it was for being a dumb kid show. But dude, just I didn't kill my wife. I don't care. It's so good. Give me The Fugitive, Doug.
Yeah, it's Harrison Ford's best non-franchise movie.
He's that fucking one-armed man.
Yeah. Everybody in the chat says The Fugitive. Sorry, Power Rangers, but the power's out. All right. Here's a weird one. Jackass the movie versus Star Trek the motion picture.
Wait, which Star Trek?
The original. That's the first one.
Oh, okay.
I'm just going to go ahead and vote Jackass the movie here because
this isn't even apples and oranges. This is like apples and
genie. Give me V'ger over Knoxville, though.
Oof.
I'm not a Star Trek person, so just give me the original Jackass movie because I am that shallow.
Well, the audience is voting Jackass. Clone Geek, yeah, the same base movie. They really are. Let's see, Jackass, Star Trek. Star Trek is taking the lead. Okay, the folks in the chat make it a tie. How are we going to do a tiebreaker? Hey, Kendo.
Yeah.
Text Pete and see if he'll respond. Just text anybody we know to see if they'll respond with the tiebreaker.
All right, I'm sending Peter a message right now. Active 24 minutes ago. Pete. See if that gets his.
Well, the audience has voted continuously for Star Trek, so in the interest of keeping the show going, we'll let them have the vote.
Chris Wicks is available. I got Chris Wicks available.
All right, ask him. Here's a hard one. The Avengers versus Beavis and Butthead Do America.
That's a
Marvel.
Beavis and Butthead.
Right. Yeah, because it's good, Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah, I love Beavis and Butthead Do America. I've seen that movie conservatively 100 times. Let's see. Peter for the W. Beavis and Butthead Do America. There we go. Which Avengers? The British one, correct? Yes, it's the Avengers from the English Emma Peel, John Steed era. Okay, so people are voting Beavis and Butthead. I voted Beavis and Butthead. Beavis and Butthead wins. All right, Addams Family versus Chips.
Oh, this is good. Addams Family.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, Chips was a piece of shit.
Not.
And dude, I was so pumped because Michael Pena is legit, but then I realized Jack Shepard can't act. So
yeah, that was a letdown for sure.
Okay, so we got one audience vote for Addams Family. More Addams Families coming in. Addams Family is sweeping the board. So sorry, Chips, but fuck off. Now, Battle of the 90s movies. George of the Jungle versus Inspector Gadget.
Oh,
this is quite easy. I'm going George of the Jungle. That movie's excellent.
Oof. Because I think he's cooler, I go George of the Jungle.
Good man. Matthew Broderick was the wrong choice.
I'm gonna go with Dion logic here again because it's sound. George of the Jungle.
And the audience has voted for George of the Jungle as well. So George just lucky, we guess. But he moves on to the next round. Now, the Battle of Hot Women in Leather. Eon Flux versus Charlie's Angels. And we're picking the 2000 Charlie's Angels, not that Elizabeth Banks piece of shit. I'm voting for Charlie's Angels because Eon Flux is garbage, dude.
Yeah, but Charlie's Angels ain't that much better.
But it's still better.
I don't know if I can say all that. Because you get 3 for the price of 1.
I knew you were going to say that.
Single one. Gotta go with Charlie's Angels.
Yeah, well, get some diversity in that too.
It's 3 for the price of 1, but Lucy Lou's the only one we're paying for. By that logic, I'm going to go with Eon Flux because I do not find Drew Barrymore or Cameron Diaz at all attractive.
See, I would take Drew Barrymore because she's got that Barrymore money. So
she's also crazy as fuck. She's liable to stab you in your sleep.
Yeah, but so is Debbie Mazar. Okay, the audience voted for Charlie's Angels, which gives us a 3-1 vote. So we're moving on. All right, 2 cartoons. Doug's first movie versus the Aqua Teen Hunger Force: movie film for theaters.
Aqua Teen.
Yeah, that movie's awesome.
I had to watch it 3 times before I ever actually watched it because the first time I went to see it in theaters, I got drunk before the movie and passed out during the movie. Second time I got it when it came out on DVD, me and Brandon were drinking Colt 45s before we watched it, and we passed out during watching the DVD. So we had to watch it completely sober, nothing going on to actually see the movie and know what was happening. And the USA is winning. America.
Yeah, score within the first 2.5 minutes over here.
Do you remember the bomb scare controversy?
I do. Where the people put up like the the Plutonians, or is it the Mooninites? The Mooninites. They put them up like those like light bright video boards, and people thought they were bombs.
Yeah. Well, 2007 was an interesting time, but it looks like everybody has voted for Aqua Teen Hunger Force. So sorry, Doug, but
be careful with those headphones.
Patty is not the mayonnaise for you. Tom Green agrees Drew Barrymore is crazy. If Tom Green says it, there we go. All right, here we go. Beverly Hillbillies versus Fat Albert.
Hillbillies.
Yeah, that movie's actually legit. I'm not.
Yeah, that I prefer Fat Abbott to Fat Albert, so I'm gonna go with Beverly Hillbillies.
You're going Hillbillies too? Okay. And then
if it was Fat Abbott the movie, then I'm voting for that, but it's not.
So the audience does not see. Okay, Beverly Hillbillies it is. All right. So we'll give you another second. More Beverly Hillbillies is rolling in. Okay, the Clampets are sweeping the board because hey, nobody cares. Now, let's clarify. This is Batman from 1967. It's the Batman movie based on the Adam West TV show. So we have the 1998 Lost in Space versus Adam West's Batman movie.
That one.
Batman?
Oh, yeah. That's sharper repellent spray. I'm sorry. You can't top that.
I saw Lost in Space in theaters. Give me Lost in Space.
I saw Lost in Space. I had the toy. I don't know if I even saw it in theaters, but I saw it on tape and I hated that movie. I'm going with Batman. And the chat. Oh, wow. We got a Lost in Space. Batman.
A shitload of Batmans.
Yeah, Batman wins. Yay, Batman. Hey, that's my hearing aid. It's boiling acid.
And hey, Jeff.
That was Schumacher's.
I know.
Jeff.
Yo.
We have a tiebreaker on standby. His name is Eric Loudermilk.
Oh,
or Louderback. Sorry.
The rowdy one. Okay, well, here we are. Finally, Flintstones versus Alan Partridge, Alpha Papa. Now, I know no one's going to vote for that one but me. That's a personal pick. It's a Steve Coogan movie from the UK. So,
yeah, give me Flintstones for show.
I'm definitely doing Alan Partridge because that show is funny as shit.
Knowing you, knowing me. Oh, we even have an Alan Partridge. Well, we had an Alan Partridge button. But the chat
Flintstones. The Flintstones is going for Flintstones. Let me get Rowdy up on this bitch. Rowdy. Eric Louderback. Why is there 2 Eric Louderbacks in that one channel?
Because he has 2 accounts.
They changed the name to one of them. It's too confusing. He should name himself Leroy Louderback.
He forgot. Leroy's too black sounding. He forgot the password.
That would actually be more of a fucking draw for Loudy.
That's true. His favorite wrestler is Flash Funk. Okay. Any word on the okay, you're typing.
Yep. So, and Loudy's not even fucking paying attention right now.
All right, we're just gonna move on with the Flintstones because the chat doesn't know what the fuck Alan Partridge is.
You're missing chat. You're missing out because that's
you really are. It's a great
Alan
movie.
Partridge. It's fucking. The show is funny. The movie's funny.
When he gets stuck, when he goes out the window and his pants get stuck on the fence, and he slowly climbs out of there ass first.
Oh God!
Really, folks, I can't overstate how funny that one is.
Yeah.
All right.
And
so
let's done watching that. Go watch Peep Show. That's funny too.
Yeah. Now here's one that you won't laugh at: The Green Hornet, starring Seth Rogen, versus the A-Team with Liam Neeson.
Ooh, give me the A-Team for sure. Way better movie.
Yeah, all of us are going to vote for the A-Team, correct?
Yes, I'm voting for the A team. And Lowry
And
did respond. He picked the Flintstones.
All right. And the chat picked A team as well. So it's a clean sweep. Now we're into the next round. All right, here we go. 21 Jump Street versus Masters of the Universe.
Jump Street.
21 Jump Street.
Yeah, I'm going Jump Street. I love that movie. Sorry, He-Man. And now let's let the chat vote. We got a Masters of the Universe. We got more 21 Jump Street. All right. Okay, the chat is stepping up. All right. You peaked in high school, motherfucker. Boom. Anyway, next round. Dragnet versus Mission Impossible. What do we got?
Oh, I'm going to say Dragnet, and I'm going to run and get a refill.
All right. Dion.
I think I got to go for the upset. Mission Impossibles.
Yeah, I'm going to vote Mission Impossible as well. That's the first one's my favorite one.
It's a good one to have as a favorite, dude.
Let's see. We got 1 Dragnet. We got 2 Mission Impossible. 3 Mission. Oh, okay. Well, it looks like Mission Impossible is taking the lead on this one, folks. So keep it going. Now, Kendo's getting a refill, but I'm
back.
Sure. Okay, you're back. I'm pretty sure this is a safe bet that we're all voting Fugitive versus Dark Shadow. Fugitive?
Yep.
Wrong. Wait, yeah.
Okay.
I'm voting Fugitive.
Now, folks, we'll give you a second to play along at home. But I need to get a copy. Is the Fugitive on 4K? Because that's a movie that's worth owning on the premium format.
So.
You know what I did watch the other night on 4K was Air Force One.
Nice.
How was that?
Well, it's a great movie, but I had a double feature the other night because I told you guys, oh, good. It's part of Prime Day. It's super cheap.
Oh, good.
So, last week the internet went out here. Well, I didn't have anything to watch on streaming, which was fine, but I was like, I'm going to do a double feature. So I did a themed double feature of airplane movies, Con Air and Air Force One, 1997's best.
Hell yeah.
I had a great night.
Yeah. Yeah, you can get the Fugitive 4K ultra high definition right now. It's an Amazon Choice Prime Day deal for $12.34. 1, 2, 3, 4, Jeff. You can get it for that.
I'm actually going to add that to my cart right now because I really, unironically, love that movie. What?
What? Fucking Turks just equalized. It's 1-1.
How are you watching in the future? I'm watching on Peacock and it's still 0-1.
You're watching on Peacock? So Dion's probably got it over the air, so he's got it in real time. I've got it a few seconds late because my phone told me they scored right about 2 seconds.
They just scored on my screen anyway.
And you got it on Peacock, which means you're also watching the Espanol version.
Spanish, yeah.
So yeah, you're watching the Cupio Mundial, however the fuck you pronounce that. And you're not watching the World Cup. It's totally different.
Well, oh well. Now,
if you want, after the show is over, I can teach you a derogatory name that Germans use for Turkish people.
Sure. I want to be a better person. All right. So next one up is Beavis and Butthead Do America versus Star Trek The Motion Picture.
Oh, Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me Beavis and Butthead.
Come with me, lesbian seagull, fly high. I fucking love that movie so much. It is on my bucket list to meet Mike Judge. So.
Nice.
Oh, and the other day when I was going out to get that shit to fix my bike, I bought the King of the Hill WD-40. So
yeah,
I was gonna buy a whole case of it, but I'm like, because I want the box. That's really what I want. I want this box that says King of the Hill on it, but I'm not gonna spend like $85 on a case of WD-40. I got a mini one like Hank Hill. That's the only one I've ever used. So
that one I would buy because I've got like 3 different cans of WD-40 in the house. So I'm like, I can't justify driving all the way over to Home Depot to buy what can of fucking WD-40. I'm like, I already have 3. Do I really need one that says King of the Hill on it? It's not like it's special. It just says King of the Hill on it. Once it's empty, I'm going to put it on the shelf because I don't want to get rid of it. And then my wife will fucking throw it away because she doesn't know what it is.
Well, I just am never going to open it. Like, it's just going to be a collectible can of WD-40.
Well, I mean, it's not like it's ever going to go bad.
No.
True.
And if in case of emergencies, like I do need WD-40 every once in a while, so I have a backup.
Dude, I was using it the other day. I had to unfreeze a nozzle onto a hose that got left there for no reason for months.
I can identify WD-40 by smell, but that's a topic for another time. We are here. Addams Family versus George of the Jungle.
Addams Family.
Ooh.
I'm going George of the Jungle. Kendo goes.
Yeah, give me George for the upset.
Yeah, it's a better movie. All right, we got George in the chat. George, come on. I hope George of the Jungle wins. Audience, let's see what you're going to bring us. And it's Addams Family. Shit. Okay. Well, George of the Jungle. All right. We're going. George of the Jungle. One more George of the Jungle, and it locks it up. What's next? We got 5. Up, George of the Jungle it is. Moving on. Yes. George just lucky, I guess. It is an easy one. Charlie's Angels versus Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Movie film for theaters.
Aqua Teen.
Yeah. Aqua Teen.
Make the homies say, make the girlies want to scream.
Yes, sir.
Number 1 in the hood, G. So, back in grade school and high school, I was an Adult Swim aficionado, and I always watched Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Dude, I used to have a meatwad beanie before college. Yeah, I
love that you're talking about how you loved them so much in grade school, and here's me sitting there going, God damn it, I was in college, or about to be in college when Aqua Teen came out.
Yeah.
Damn.
Wasn't the first episode MCP Pants?
No, the first episode's not MCP Pants. That was a great one, though. Fuck. Was the first? What was the first episode? Folks in the chat, what was the first episode while I'm looking it up? And Jeff is pulling up the next round.
Yeah, the next round is Batman versus the Beverly Hillbillies. One stars Adam West, the other stars Rob Schneider as a brown noser.
Give me Batman.
Yes, Rabbit. The rabbit robot was the fucking first episode. I should have known that. Yeah, give me Batman.
So the audience is going to vote Batman. I'm voting Beverly Hillbillies because I rented this movie from a video store in the 90s and we never took it back. But I watched this movie probably. I've seen this in the same like neighborhood as like Wayne's World 2, Very Brady sequel. Like I've seen this movie a lot. Like,
you know
I could kind of.
In my moment of clarity, I just realized that because I kept thinking Beverly Hillbillies, I kept picturing the originals, not the new ones and the movie ones, and that's Jim Varney. I'm switching my vote. I'm not voting against Jim Varney.
All right, so that's that for that, and the audience voted Batman. Wait, no, hold on, I messed this up. You and I vote Beverly Hillbillies. Audience and Dion vote Batman, and the next vote. Whoever votes can go again because we're California here. You can vote twice, but next vote determines. Oh, Beverly Hillbillies won!
Yay! All right.
Hey, it's also got Diedrich Bader, Erica Eleniak, Cloris Leachman, and Dolly Parton. All right, Flintstones versus A-Team.
Ooh.
Wait, we predicted this pre-show. A-Team.
Yeah, I'm voting A-Team as well.
Yeah, I gotta go A-Team.
By the way, folks, that wasn't Batman 89. That was Batman 67. These are movies based off TV shows. So while Batman is technically based off of a comic book, because this is a movie based off of the TV show directly, we're counting it. So
if it was Batman 89, the Jim Varney rule wouldn't apply on that one. I'd be like, I'm sorry, Jim. I love you so much, but I can't vote against Batman 89.
Yeah, same here. Big time. And the audience has surprisingly voted A-Team over Flintstones. So shit, the A-Team has swept the Flintstones. Okay. Here we are, semifinals. 21 Jump Street versus Mission Impossible.
Oh.
I'm going Jump Street. I'm sorry.
You should have nothing to be sorry about. I'm going Mission Impossible. Kendrick's never seen me upset.
As just a standalone movie, Mission Impossible versus 21 Jump Street, even as good as the Mission Impossible movies are and that series is, I'm going to go ahead and vote Mission Impossible because I got to vote against Jonah Hill in this one. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I can't.
And let's see what the chat's going to pick. Mission Impossible, 21 Jump Street, 21 Jump. Oh, it's tied so far.
Hang on, see if Loudy's paying attention.
Well, nope, Mission Impossible's taking it from the chat. Well,
is it? Okay.
Yeah. Well, bye, Schmidt. Bye, Jenko. You're going to be busy finger popping each other's assholes in hell now. All right. This is a difficult one. The Fugitive versus Beavis and Butthead Do America. Childhood Jeff is having a great afternoon.
Give me Fugitive.
Beavis and Butthead for me is a more entertaining watch, but The Fugitive's a better movie.
Yeah, The Fugitive. Funny thing enough, though, Beavis and Butthead Do America is just The Fugitive, but animated. Now that I think about it, like, think seriously. Bork, the main guy that is played by Robert Stack, is Tommy Lee Jones. His sidekick is the same guy that Joe Pantoliano is. They're government agents on the hunt for Beavis and Butthead. They know where they are. They got the pictures. I think Beavis and Butthead is based on The Fugitive, but you know, that's why we
got to meet Mike Judge and be like, look, we've kind of made the parallels here, sir. Can you go ahead and confirm this?
Oh no, some Turkish guy fell on the ground.
He'll fucking get over it.
Yeah. Oh, what's the comes? Let's see. Jumping Jesus Bork. Yeah, Matthew knows what's up. So The Fugitive beat Beavis and Butthead, but hey, it was a valiant effort from two buttholes from Highland. All right, George of the Jungle versus Aqua Teen Hunger Force: movie film for theaters.
Ooh,
I'm going George.
I am also going George.
Unironically love that movie. Watched it a shitload in California. Saw it in theaters with my grandma. I gotta watch it again. I got that on Christmas. That was Christmas 1997. I got it on tape. I loved it.
Damn.
Yeah, dude, we're old. Let's see. We got Aqua Teen Hunger Force in the chat so far. Anybody want to see my unit? George of the Jungle. All right, guys, let's make this interesting. Let's battle it out, bracket style. All right, next, Aqua Teen Hunger Force gets the vote, which gives us a tie.
Hang on, I got Loudy coming.
All right. Well, hold on. The audience has actually voted more for George of the Jungle.
Oh, boo. Yeah. Boo. And then Loudy's actually being useful for once.
Well, George of the Jungle won.
You suck, Loudy. He did pick Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
Well, he's number one in the hood, G. Beverly Hillbillies versus the A-Team. Jim Varney versus Quentin Rampage Jackson.
Damn.
The A-Team's a really good movie, but the Beverly Hillbillies is more fun. I'll pick the Beverly Hillbillies.
Same.
I love Beverly Hillbillies, but I gotta say the A-Team just barely geeks it out with it being the 2010s type of action movie.
So the A-Team is currently sweeping it. So it looks like the audience wants the A-Team. So we're voting.
I'm getting Loudy.
We're getting the A-Team. Oh,
Loudy's paying attention. Loudy's paying attention. That's a win in itself.
Yeah.
He's typing. Stand by. Enhance. He stopped typing. Now he's typing again. Loudy's typing again. He's typing. He's coming around the corner. He's typing. He stopped typing. He pities the fool who doesn't pick the A-Team.
Oh, son of a bitch. All right, the A-Team beats the Beverly Hillbillies.
Hey, Loudy came through, though. Gotta give him that.
All right. Next, we got Mission Impossible versus The Fugitive. This is hard.
It's a standalone film. I have to pick The Fugitive.
Yeah, same.
Listen, I get it. It's a great movie. I will argue it's one of Harrison Ford's best. It is arguably, for sure, Tommy Lee Jones' best. I got to go with Mission Impossible. That shit is just such a fun little agent adventure. I choose to accept this mission, motherfucker.
Well, I'm glad you did. The audience has accepted it, but they have decided that The Fugitive is where their heart lies. So, all right. Oh, God. George of the Jungle versus the A-Team.
I'm voting A-Team.
I'm voting George.
George.
Folks, please. Oh, Dion voted George?
George.
All right. Come on, folks. Let's let George of the Jungle win something. Let's see. We got a George. We got more George. All right.
I'm queuing up Loudy. He's gonna win anyway. I do have Loudy voting though, in case we need it.
We will, because it's tied in the audience. That's the thing. The audience.
Loudy did vote A-Team.
Well, the next audience vote gets it. It's George of the Jungle. All right.
All right. George of the Jungle wins.
Yeah, it is what it is. And then finally, I think we're at the finals, right?
Yeah.
Talk about a fucking dichotomy. According to WCBS, the greatest TV shows based on a movie are either The Fugitive or George of the Jungle.
I'm voting Fugitive.
Or movies based on a TV show.
Yeah, that's what I meant to say. But either way, talk about the spectrum of like one's high art and the other one's a Disney movie.
Damn, dude. Give me The Fugitive, dude.
Kendo?
I don't care.
Fugitive.
I'm gonna vote for George of the Jungle. My heart says George of the Jungle.
George of the Jungle is winning in the chat, and I got Loudy on the thing, and I've got his tiebreaker vote if we need it.
Okay, so George of the Jungle has won in the chat. That is a tie. So let's get. Thank you, Jim Sterling. You did make me happy. Now let's see what Loudy votes for.
So Eric Louderback of Ohio, now of Indiana, was at his wedding. We were all at his wedding. It was a good time. Eric Louderback, Loudy, as he's known, Rowdy Loudy around these parts. He's a good dude. He took some time. He deliberated, and he came back with. Can I get a drum roll? Dion, drum roll. He voted for The Fugitive.
Okay, The Fugitive takes the cake. Look, if I'm being honest, I do think The Fugitive is the best movie based on a TV show. That's usually what I say is my go-to. But George of the Jungle, well, it makes me happy. But there we go, folks. The Harrison Ford classic from the early 90s is the winner of the greatest movie based on a TV show. I have still yet to see the TV show.
To be fair, it is probably the best TV show-based movie because it's a really fucking good movie.
It is.
It's a very good movie. So I'm good with that. That's right, Clone Geek. Loudy is more useful than Nick right now, considering Nick is mostly useless anyway.
God damn. I mean, I don't disagree. I'm just, god damn, that's all I'm going to say. I wish you wouldn't have told me about Amazon Prime Day, man, because I had forgotten, and now I'm like, oh, shit, I need this on 4K and that on 4K. So,
dude, all I've been getting is notifications for the last couple of days. It's Prime Day for 3 days. I'm like, so it's Prime Days, not day. Day would imply that it's a singular day, and sure thing. Okay, whatever. Amazon.
Oh, dude, the Top Gun Maverick 2-pack. Top Gun and Top Gun Maverick on 4K, $22.
It's a good deal.
That is a great deal. Problem is with a lot of these, I own most of these movies that are on Prime Day. It's like, oh, don't you want to get the Spider-Man trilogy? Got it. Dogma, got it. Pulp Fiction, got it. Fifth Element, got it. Batman collection, don't need it. Got 89. I'm good. Oh shit! Raiders of the Lost Ark Steelbook is only $14.99. Got it. Like, yeah, this is I don't need anything.
Folks, what are you looking forward to buying on Amazon Prime Day? Because apparently we own everything that they're trying to sell us.
Yeah. For the man who has everything. Moral of the story is maybe I should stop buying so much shit. I really don't buy as much.
You'll definitely think that if you ever have to move. Because every time I move, I'm like, God, there's just more shit.
Dude, I haven't even fully unpacked from California. That was 3 years ago.
I still have like a ton. Like when I went back, it was essentially to condense down all the stuff that was boxed up from Camp Kendo that hadn't moved out west. And I turned a small walk-in closet of totes into a small walk-in closet of half totes. And that's not including the shit that I drove back. And I'm still like, these are things I don't want to get rid of, but I really don't feel like coming back to drive them across country right at this very moment. Except my NBA Jam arcade. I would like to drive that across country because that's a fucking great arcade machine.
From 3-pointers. I hate moving. It's the worst thing.
Yeah,
it is. That's why I'm glad that we bought a house that paid too much for. But you know, I don't ever have to move again. I will though, because I refuse to die in this house.
Hey Dion, Wicked's on sale for $10.99 on 4K.
There you go, folks.
Careful, easy.
Folks, donate at least $10.99 tonight so Dion can get Wicked on 4K because you know he wants it.
The Halloween 4K Steelbook. What the? I do not need this. Actually, it's kind of ugly. So I'm going to try to stop looking at this shit and finish out the show. We got a couple minutes left. So, folks, thank you for joining us for a rousing game of bracket battle. It was a lot of fun. We had a show that started out with a power outage, but we powered through, and here we are. So if we missed anything big, I mean, we talked about the garbage can lady yesterday. We talked about Supergirl yesterday.
I thought that was the garbage can lady.
Oh, the lady that stole the garbage can looks like she lives in one. I just can't.
Dude, that was a funny fucking story. I love that story.
That's my story of the year.
Did you see where the fucking sanitation department clowned her?
No.
You know what they say?
So I was, yeah. Is it? Wait. Is there a flag? Is there a flag up? No flag up. Did we score? Yeah.
Flag.
God damn it! The flag just went up. Fuck. Anyway, I thought we scored. The flag didn't go up. It pisses me off when they fucking wait forever to late. Hang on. Is he onside? This is real time, folks. Is he onside? He's offside. All right. So anyway, the garbage can lady, she stole the garbage can, dumped it all out and everything to steal the fucking orange. Turns out she was like some kind of like ad exec or something like that. Which she had a really good job.
At JP Morgan.
Okay, so she had a really good job that she got fired from. No. So the sanitation department posted a picture of that trash can back where it belonged that said, "Glad that you're home."
Nice.
Or something to that effect. It was beautiful. They clowned her ass hard for that. That was probably the best thing coming out of New York winning a championship.
That and the Danhausen stuff was pretty good.
The Danhausen stuff was incredible. I'm glad they incorporated that because the Danhausen cursing everybody and allowing the Knicks to win. That was, that's the best storyline in wrestling. Fuck, Tony Khan can't come up with anything that good.
Yeah.
Definitely not.
Did you see where Meltzer was blaming the fans for AEW Dynamite not being good?
No, really?
Yeah.
How did we cause it to suck?
So the last Dynamite that happened, it was mentioned about. God damn it! Now we're losing. The last Dynamite that was happening or whatever, there was matches and there was like a fucking 30-minute girls match or some shit or another. And Tony Khan, or not Tony Khan, he's an idiot. Dave Meltzer on his podcast was saying that the reason why the show wasn't very good was because the audience wasn't into it.
That's not how that works.
So he is blaming the fans and the crowd for not being hot for the match for why the show wasn't good.
I think Uncle Dave needs to just hang it up.
Yeah, well, yeah. He's getting too much of that AEW payroll money. Allegedly.
Hey, Dion, do I need a copy of Reservoir Dogs on 4K?
Yes.
Reservoir Dogs, I'd say yeah, man. That's a good one.
Good movie.
If you don't already have it, that's a good one.
I don't, but I have Pulp Fiction on 4K.
So what? Get Reservoir Dogs. So you got both.
That's what I'm saying.
Folks,
That's why I'm doing it.
In the chat right now, tell Jeff especially, what movies do we need to own in 4K that are available in 4K? That is your mission for the next few minutes. Tell us what we have to buy in 4K.
Yeah, help us get to the we'll be doing this till the end of the show. I'm just looking at what's on Prime Day right now. It's like I don't need Meet the Fockers. I definitely won't be buying. I won't be buying Dune because I haven't watched it yet. Ooh, Juice, that was a good one. Dude, they got Deep Blue Sea.
A really good movie.
Casper. I feel like I would watch that once. So
Yeah,
maybe not.
I would pass on Casper. Definitely Juice. If they got Don't Be a Menace to Society or Menace to Society, if they got Don't Be a Menace to South Central, get that one too.
Ooh, they got First Blood.
It's a good movie.
I love how the Jaws movie collection is Jaws 2, 3, and The Revenge.
So they can't get the rights to the first one.
Mm-mm.
We got Singing in the Rain in the chat. That's definitely a Dion special right there. It's a musical.
Yeah. Good old Debbie Reynolds.
If Clone Geek says Office Space on 4K if it's available. Office Space is a fantastic movie.
It is a great movie. I got the Blu-ray in the living room. Coming to America. I already got that on 4K. Is that an Andy Sedaris film? No, that's just a Hong Kong trilogy box set.
Oh,
the Sonic the Hedgehog movies, Dion. Those are 4K for $10.
Dude, that's fucking kids. Christmas shopping right there, Dion.
Yeah.
Shit. 4K might be a good idea, boys.
Friday the 13th. Maybe.
Which one?
The original.
Oh, okay.
I just want to see how good it would look. I hate to say it, but a lot of these movies, I'm like, oh, I like this enough. I just want to see how good it looks. Oh, cool. I can see all the detail. They got the Predator box set, Dion.
Dude, really?
Yeah. $27.99. That's it.
Is it all the Predator movies?
It's The Predator, Predator 2, Predators from 2010, and then Predator from 2018. So
they don't have the original, though.
Well, yeah, The Predator.
The first one was just Predator, though, right?
Yeah, but it's listed as The Predator because the box set just says starring Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh, okay. Well, all right.
Oh, the thing is, it's a mistake. The box says Predator, Predator 2, Predators, and The Predator. So the listing's just wrong. But here's a weird one. The Scream 2 movie collection. Scream 1 and Scream 7.
That's it?
That's the box set.
That's not a box set. That's a 2-disc.
Yeah, well,
the double features, they would sell it at Walmart for $5 back in the day.
Ooh, Collateral. That's a good movie.
Yeah.
Ooh, Trading Places. One
That's
left.
A great movie.
Yeah, I'll get Trading Places for sure. Grease, no thank you. Ferris Bueller, already own it on Blu-ray. Let's get Ted. Let's not. Ooh, UHF.
No. Dude, yes. UHF is a fucking great movie. I love UHF.
Oh, shit. The Nightmare on Elm Street collection. Normally $82, now $65.99.
Is it all of them?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
It's everything up to Freddy versus Jason.
Nah, that's worth it then.
Yeah. Ghost in the Shell, Forrest Gump, Clockwork Orange. There's a lot of good stuff on here. Love and Monsters, already on that one. Oh, good. Dion, I got your Christmas present right here. Gemini Man with Will Smith.
Oh, dude, thank you. Huge, buddy. Just so good.
Dude, that's also on my Christmas list, Jeff. How did you know?
Yeah, let me just add a second one to the cart right
Please
now.
Please don't. No, that's completely unnecessary. You don't have to do that.
Why? I love Lisa so much, and you're my best friend. So
it's true. That movie's about to have a birthday on Saturday.
Hey, Dion, they got the Steelbook for RoboCop 2.
Oh, shit.
It looks really nice. You know what is right next to it? Terminator Dark Fate.
No, never mind. Take that shit back.
I'm just saying, I'll send you the picture to show you the Amazon listing. The chat's like, what has this show devolved into? Well, folks, we're going off the air in 1 minute, and we were just trying to, have a little fun. Do a little Christmas shopping. Oh, speaking of Christmas, It's a Wonderful Life is $14.99.
Aw.
Oh, Galaxy Quest is on here. Shit. $13 for Galaxy Quest? That's a easy sell right there. Really? You think that on 4K is too much?
Yeah, I didn't really like that movie.
Oh, it's the best Star Trek movie ever made.
Wait, what?
Oh, Kendo, they got the Top Gun Maverick 2 movie collection Steelbook gift set. That's really nice. Normally $100, down to $69. You should look this up, Kendo. It's really fucking cool.
Okay, but I already own the movie, but sure.
Look, I am Back to the Future multiple times over. You're never too good for your favorite movie.
I agree. I own Back to the Future multiple times over, but that's not the point. The point is, every time I buy cool shit that I can display, I may or may not be able to display it. So it's usually just ends up in a box.
Hey, Beverly Hills Cop is $12.99, Dion.
It's a minimalist house
for 4K.
Yep.
Oh, dude, I'm about to do that.
Also, you should look to see if they're still available. They're releasing a limited steelbook. I bought 2 of them.
Nice.
Yeah. Well, because I'm a nerd for Beverly Hills Cop. But folks, thank you for joining us. We have streamed more over the last 3 days than we have in a while, but it's been a lot of fun. And we're going to be bringing you a lot of new stuff right after the holiday. So join us next week for another episode of WCBS. I'm looking at the calendar right now. Yeah, it'll only be the 2nd of July. So next week will be our super duper mega patriotic episode where we'll talk about everything beyond just the movie Independence Day. So guys, make sure that you bring your best beer, bring your red, white, and blue gear, and something else that rhymes with ear. We won't watch a movie starring Richard Gere because no gerbils are allowed on this channel. But we'll have a super episode next week. So let's see. Did I catch everybody's messages? Yes, I did. Thank you, folks, for joining us for Bracket Battle. Is there anything else you guys want to say before we go?
Not that I can think of.
America. Fuck yeah.
Yeah. So with more. But until then, be smart, be safe, be cool, but always be excellent to each other. Yeah.
Finkel is Einhorn. Einhorn is a man. Oh my God. Einhorn is a man.